the reverb. Let me turn that reverb off. Yo. All right, that's cool. A little reverb don't hurt. That won't hurt. You heard? What's up with Instagram, man? Instagram tripping. Instagram tripping again. Instagram be tripping. All right, let's go. We live. Let me turn this reverb off a little bit. A little bit. Yo, there we go. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool right there. All right, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hold on, let me turn that up a little bit. Hey, that reverb is not too bad. Yo. There we go. All right, let's jump into it. We live everywhere this morning. All right, we're switching it up a little bit. We live everywhere this morning. We live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram right here in the front. We live on IG right here on the right. So yeah, you guys can ask your credit questions anytime during the chat. Again, this is for this is for educational purposes only. All right, educational purposes only. I got to start saying that in the beginning of my lives so I don't get in trouble, man. But yeah, man, I'm Lewis. I'm the owner of King Credit Services, #1 rated credit management company in San Diego, top rated in California. We are also nationwide. So if you need a free consultation now or anytime in the future, just shoot me a DM wherever you're watching at. You're watching on IG, shoot me a DM on IG. You're watching on TikTok, shoot me a DM on TikTok. You're watching on YouTube, shoot me a DM on YouTube. All right, let's jump into it. I'm going to put the thing up for you. Boom, right there. Just click right there, shoot me a DM. All right. And somebody said the school community. Yeah, the school community is open. If you're watching everywhere except TikTok, the little ticker, you can see the little ticker on top up there. But yeah, just school.com/King Credit, school with a K. All right. But let's go, man. I go live twice a day, 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Pacific time. Come on here to answer people's credit questions, personal credit, business credit. It's all good. There's no such thing as a dumb or stupid credit question, man. All right. And I see a lot of y'all have been just sending a DM over, and then I asked a question on the live. That's cool too. All right, that's cool too. George, what's good, man? He said, "What's good, my brother? What's good? What's good? What's going on, man? What's going on? We just getting started. I'm a little late. We just getting started though. A little late. We just getting started. I do have a call at 10, so in about 40 minutes. So I'll take that call. Then I'll probably end up coming back live to finish out. Right. Or I might just go an extra 30 minutes in the afternoon session. Yeah, we'll just do that. I'll go an extra 30 minutes in the afternoon session if I have to take that call at 10. All right, let's get it, man. Niche Law, what's going on TikTok? If you have 3 credit cards from the same bank, does that make your credit bad? No, that's actually good. That shows that that bank trusts you, right? You built up a little relationship with them, and that's good. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. A bank's not going to keep giving you cards and loans and accounts and different type of stuff if they don't trust you, if you've done them wrong in the past. So yeah, keep that going. That's good, bro. That's good. All right. Facebook, I need easy accounts. Here, I'm putting the link. Oh yeah, over here. I can type the link over here. You can type links everywhere except TikTok, man. It's stupid. Right there. Right? That's a link to my link tree. Click those starter accounts and you're good to go, bro. Click those starter accounts and you're good to go. Let's go. Where everybody else are. Oh, my YouTube homie. What's up, man? Yes, sir. He be holding down the YouTube strong, baby. If you guys need the long form stuff, all that stuff is over there on YouTube. All right, let's go. Octavia, what's good? What's good? Hey, Anna just sent me over that message. I got you. Actually, it's tough because it's in 2 days, so I got to figure this out. Yeah, I'm gonna ask our attorneys, is it too late for us to send something? Then I'll let you know, Octavia. Get that done for you today. CC, what's good, man? Thank you. CC, appreciate that. CC, you gotta shoot me a DM. All right, you gotta DM me the word King. Okay, don't comment, shoot me a DM me the word King. Jay Peasy, what's good? What's good? What's good, man? You know how we do. We out here blessing people, changing lives. All right, blessing people, changing lives. All right, man. As people get in here, welcome in. Y'all know how y'all do. Y'all can ask those credit questions. Yes, at 9 a.m. Thursday morning. But if I show up, I can ask for a lower payment arrangement. Yeah, you can. You can. And I think if you bring your docs with you, man, we'll get this figured out. I know it came up super fast. I had fucking completely forgot about it, man. I had completely forgot about it, and that's my fault. Yes, sir. We need more groups of people like y'all. Facts, man. That's facts. That's facts. If y'all need some easy accounts, watch that second pin video on my page. I have a court date next week for a collection. I'm so nervous. Um, have you submitted anything to the court? Like yours is next week, so you can submit something and try to get that extended or thrown out. CC, need easy accounts. Yes, sir. Need easy accounts. Watch that second pin video on the page. All right, man. So the topic of today was damn, what was it again? I submitted my answers. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, what was the topic for today again? Credit profile and how it should be look. Yes, sir. Yeah, all right, there we go. There we go. Credit profile and how it should look. All right, so it's Credit Tip Tuesday, man. Let's knock out some of these topics. All right, credit profile and how it should look. So, first things first, your credit profile. All right, your credit profile. Okay. These are the categories that's going to make up your actual score. All right, your credit profiles are categories that make up your actual score. So your payment history, right? Your credit mix, your utilization, your credit age, right? These actually make up your actual score. So when people always focus on the score, that is very, very confusing to me because you need to be focusing on a thing that generates the score, right? So you need to be focused on that profile. So that's why I'm always talking about that profile. So easy ways to build up that profile in the beginning, right? If you don't have any accounts on your profile, any accounts on your credit report, you're just getting into it, or you're rebuilding your credit, the easiest accounts. Okay, you can get all these. Just watch the second pin video on my page. It shows you exactly where to go. Again, it's for educational purposes only. Got to say that for the live. So easy accounts, man. Number one, Kovo. All right. Kovo. I started promoting this last year. Super, super easy account. Reports really fast. I like Kovo because they're straightforward. Okay. No hard inquiries. Reports as an installment account. Right. When you get the app, when you get approved, you can go into the app and they have other little classes and little videos and stuff like that that's educating you on top of the stuff that you already know. So Kovo, boom, easy work. All right. Next. Next, Kickoff. All right. Everybody knows Kickoff. Kickoff is super, super popular now. All right. Another easy account, but this one is a revolving account, right? Remember, I just talked about the your credit mix, right? That make up that's one of the categories that make up your profile. So credit mix just means they want you to have an account that's a revolving account that looks like a credit card or acts like a credit card. So Kickoff takes that place. All right. So Kickoff, no hard inquiry. You're going to get a nice little revolving account. Very easy to do. Report super fast. So we got Kovo, we got Kickoff, right? So our credit mix is already jumping. We got some easy accounts reporting. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and get the extra card. All right. The extra card is similar to Kickoff, as in it's a revolving account, no hard inquiries and reports fast, but it's like a hybrid, right? They don't pull your credit. Okay. They don't base your limit off your credit. They base your limit off your account, your bank account. Okay. So you know how Amex gives you a spending power, right? That's what Kovo does. I mean, that's what the extra card does too. All right, the extra card gives you a spending power based on your bank account. So my folks that are cash heavy, all right, but credit light, right? Bank account jumping, credit report trash. That extra card is perfect for you. All right, you'll get you a nice spending power that's going to report to your credit. All right. So Kovo reports as an installment account. 2, Kickoff reports as a revolving account. 3, the extra card reports as another revolving account. Now we're building up that report. We're building up that credit mix. Now we got some easy accounts jumping. The 4th installment account we're going to get, Credit Strong. All right. Credit Strong is dope because they've continuously grown and adapted to the times. They've added new accounts. They've increased their installment account limits. So they have different tiers. You can report different amounts of installment accounts, right? So, and they got rent reporting. They got a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. So I'm going to talk about rent reporting after this. So take it from the top. We got Kovo, Kickoff, Extra Card, and Credit Strong. Boom. Okay. That's 4, right? So now we got a good credit mix, nice and balanced, 2 revolving, 2 installments. Okay. Now it's time to get busy. Now we're going to get that rent reporters. Okay. And every time I say rent reporters, people get confused because they're like, hey, I don't pay rent. I'm not on the lease, blah, blah, blah. I didn't say you had to be on the lease. I didn't say you even had to be paying rent. Okay. If you live at home, if you're paid cash, if you're not on the lease, that's cool. When you log into the account, all you need is your proof of address. You need your personal information, right? Your proof of address, right? Bank statement with your address on there, phone bill, something with your address on there, right? Then, okay, if you don't have a lease to upload or nothing like that, all you're going to do, okay, you can submit a document that just says, hey, I pay cash. Here's the point of contact, right? You're going to have to fill out information in later anyways, but you can, instead of uploading your lease, you can upload like a little document that just says, hey, explaining the situation. Hey, I pay rent. I pay at this place. This is my address. This is who I pay rent to, blah, blah, blah. This is how much I pay. All they're going to do is call the person to verify how much you pay, okay, and to make sure that that's accurate. Right? So if you pay 500, they're going to say 500 and that's what they're going to report. Easy work, you guys. It's really, 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 really easy. So even if you're not on the lease, even if you're not paying rent, you know, the traditional way, you can still get that rent reported. Okay. If we want to add some more razzle dazzle, some more aids on top of that, we can get Rental Karma. Rental Karma is cool because it backdates further, right? There's a couple more, it's a little bit more a few more requirements, but it's pretty much the same as rent reporters, right? Going to list, you know, your address, your personal information, proof of address, and all that good stuff. But it backdates further. All right. So take it from the top. We got Kovo, we got Kickoff, we got Credit Strong, we got the Extra Card. No, my bad. Kovo, Kickoff, yeah, Credit Strong, Extra Card. Right. Those are 4 easy accounts right there. Then we're going to get rent reporters and Rental Karma. Now we got 6 open accounts, y'all, with some age. Okay, we got age because of rent reporters and Rental Karma. And here's the thing: Credit Strong, Extra Card, Kovo. Sometimes, like, I believe they're still allowing you to report rent too. So if you get any of these installment accounts, these easy credit builders, and they allow you to report rent for an extra $5, $10 a month, you do it. Rent, yeah, Rental Karma with a K. Yep, you do it because these rent reporting opportunities, they're layups. They're just layups to get easy some more age, right? These are primary accounts with age. All right. So that's 6 open accounts right there. Y'all can hit the link in my bio and click starter accounts. It's in there. Or you can watch the second pinned video on my page. It shows you how to get those accounts right there, right? So now we got 6 open accounts, no hard inquiries. All right. They do Kovo and Kickoff let you report rent. So you can have 4 different accounts reporting your rent, the same rent that you pay, getting reported 4 times. All right. Backdated at least 2 years. Right. So imagine how your account going to look. Right. Imagine how your report going to look now. Right. Instead of 1 month of average credit age, now your shit is a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years. Okay. Now we're in the money. All right. Now we're ready to go. Now we can go get us a little Capital One Quicksilver or Capital One Saver or something like that. Right. And know we're going to get approved because those are still kind of entry level cards. Well, the Savers, I think the Savers kind of mid tier compared to the Platinum and the Quicksilver. Right. So let me say that counts again. Kovo. Okay. I didn't even write these down. I just talk about them a lot. We got Kovo. Okay. We got Kickoff, Extra Card, Credit Strong, Rent Reporters, Rental Karma. 6 open accounts right there. No hard inquiries. And then you can go on Kovo and Kovo Kickoff and Extra Kovo Kickoff. They report your rent too. All right. So we can get 4 accounts reporting our rent. That's easy age right there. Then, all right, now we can go get us a little Capital One Platinum or Quicksilver or get pre-approved for a Save or Discover It card, right? Once they hit though, okay? So watch the second pin video on my TikTok page. All right. Watch that second pin video on my TikTok page. It's going to show you where to go. It's free. Starter accounts and credit builders. All right. Okay. Actually, after you get those 5 or 6 accounts reported, then you can go get you a little Capital One saver or something like that. Okay. Let's go. All right. Yes, sir. Let me scroll back up. How do you feel about doing FTC reports to dispute incorrect info? That's fraud, bro. Don't do that. Yeah, that's not, don't do that. There's no point. You're wasting time. You're wasting time. All right. Why would you use the FTC to report inaccurate? That doesn't make any sense. You can, yeah. People are using the FTC to commit fraud. They're committing identity theft, bro. They're claiming identity theft. That's what they're doing with the FTC. Right. So there's no point to do that. You can dispute directly with the credit reporting agencies, and then when they don't do what you're asking, okay, when they're not following the FCRA, if a debt collector is not following the FDCPA, we hold them accountable. That's the only real way we have to do this, you guys. You guys need to stop trying to take shortcuts and blah blah blah, because the shortcut is the long way, right? You do a credit sweep, the accounts come back. You do a credit sweep, accounts come back. Do a credit sweep, accounts come back. That's to say, you do 3 credit sweeps, and each one takes about 40. The accounts come back in 45 to 60 days, right? So you did 3 credit sweeps. That took 6 months. You could have been done already. You could have been accounts deleted, debts waived, and probably got some compensation for all those violations that that those debt collectors and credit report agencies were causing. I don't understand it. I do not understand it. It does not make sense to me. Okay. It does not make sense to me. And if someone is still telling you that credit sweeps are legal, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. They lying to you. Okay. Just look up. Just look up the definition of fraud. Okay. It literally tells you claiming identity theft on accounts that are yours is fraud. No, you can't change the definition of fraud. Okay. I know they can make it sound good and all that. They capping. They lying. They lying. They made it up. What Michael Jackson say? They made it up. They lying. Hey, they capping. I'm trying to tell you, man. Need easy accounts? Watch the second pin video on this TikTok page. Facts. No hard inquiries. All those accounts we just went over, no hard inquiries. All right, again, take it from the top. Kovo. Okay. Kickoff. Extra card. Credit Strong. Rent Reporters. Rental Karma. Then you can go double back. You can triple and quadruple dip on your rent reporting with Kovo and Kickoff. Come on, these are easy accounts. Easy, no hard inquiries. Now, I will give y'all another route too. Here's the route. If you got a little money on, let's say you got 500 to play with. Okay, you got 500. You want to build that credit up. All right. Instead of getting a kickoff, right? Or you can still even get kickoff or an extra card. You don't have to get both though. So you can replace kickoff or extra card, right, with a secured card. Okay, the secured card is better because it weighs a little bit more. It's with an actual institution. Okay, but before you get that secured card, make sure it's going to upgrade to an unsecured card. All right. A secure card is when you put money down, and then that's going to be your limit, right? Let's say the minimum is 200. You put 200 down, now your limit is 200. And you use that secure card just the same way you would use the unsecured card. You got a payment date, you got the statement date. The only difference is you put some money down. That's it. All right. And you want to get a card that's going to upgrade, because we don't want a secure card for 10 years, right? We want that bad boy to upgrade 6, 9, 12 months, upgrade to an unsecured card. All right. And here's the magic in that. Here's the magic in that secure card. All right. Let's say they say the minimum is 200 you got to put down, right? Let's say the maximum though is 5,000, right? So you can put up to 5K on that secure card. We want to get as close to that maximum as possible, because when it upgrades to an unsecured card, that's going to be our limit. Okay? That's going to be our limit. And why is that important? Because lenders go by comparable credit, right? Comparable credit. So look at, let's just say you put $500 on a secured card, it upgrades, and now you got a $500 limit on your unsecured card. You get that 500 back, right? Like, so when it upgrades too, you get that money you deposited, you get that back, okay? Because it's no longer a secure card, okay? So option A, all right? You put 500 down, all right? Secure card, it upgrades in 6 months, and now you got an unsecured card for 500. Now, when you apply for another card, they're going to give you somewhere around that 500, 800, 1,000, maybe 1,500, right? But the other scenario, right? Option B. Let's say you got a $500 secure card, and then each month you added another 500 on there for 3 months. I mean, for 6 months. Okay, for 6 months. So now that 500 card then turned to 3,000 secure card, and then it upgraded. So now your new limit is 3K. And sometimes they give you a multiple. Sometimes they say, all right, we're going to give you a 2X, right? So instead of 3K, your unsecured limit is 6K, right? Now, when we go apply for an unsecured card, that next card is going to be somewhere around there or higher, right? Comparable credit. Okay, I wish somebody would have told me that years ago, right? Somebody would have told me that years ago. I wish somebody would have told me to only get secure cards that are going to upgrade to unsecured cards, right? I had a secure card for like 3 years. They ain't do shit for me. No points, no nothing. Just annual fees. Had me hot. All right. That actually set me back a little bit. All right. So when we're dealing with secured cards, we want to make sure that it's going to upgrade to an unsecured card. And you want to ask them, about how many on-time payments do I need for it to graduate to an unsecured card? They might say 6 months. All right, 6 payments. Okay, cool. So now in your head, I got 6 months to put as much money on the secure card before it upgrades. Right? That makes sense? Tap the screen if that makes sense. Let's go. Tap the screen over on TikTok if that makes sense. Let's go. So how often do you have to file FTC reports? We don't ever file FTC reports unless you've been an actual victim of identity theft. The week before I went on a cruise. So last week, I was here last week. So the week before, so about 3 weeks ago, okay, the people that was on live, they saw this too. A young man was 19 years old. His parents, okay, got his social and ran his credit to the ground and left. They really left him. Okay. They got his social, they got all his shit, they got hella credit cards and they dipped on him. That's identity theft. All right. Someone gets your actual social, applies for things in your name, okay, and it reports on your credit. All right. Another form of identity theft you can use an FTC report is like my in my situation, right? When I was fixing my credit, I'm the third, right? I'm the third. So Lil Jr., the third. So I'm the third, right? At one point, we were all living in the same house. Okay. My grandpa, my dad, and me, right? That's normal. Okay. So just imagine the same address and same name. Okay. Stuff gets re-imported on different stuff gets imported because you have the same name, same addresses, right? So sometimes stuff gets imported onto your credit report, right? So I didn't use the FTC report, but I was just saying, hey, these accounts are mine. Look at the birth date, look at the social. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that happens too, but sometimes they be tripping. Sometimes you actually have to do an FTC report, maybe a police report too, to get those accounts that actually aren't yours off your report. Just because you maxed out your Discover card and you charge it off because you don't have no money management skills, because you don't watch King Credit Services every day and you're not in the school community getting lit, okay? You didn't max your shit out at the club. Let me stop. It's Tuesday. Let me stop. It's only Tuesday, man. It's only Tuesday. I'll be turned up. It's only Tuesday. But just because you got a charge off and that charge off got sold to a debt collector or a collection agency, that's not fraud. That's not fraud. That's you being irresponsible. Okay. So that's why when you do a credit sweep and you say these accounts aren't mine, they do their investigation, right? While they do their investigation, the accounts are suppressed or they might be deleted. They might look deleted, but they're not gone. All right. Once they finish their investigation, those accounts pop back on your report. And now you're looking around talking about credit repair is a scam. No, you're a scam. the person you work with is a scammer. Okay. Credit sweep is not credit repair, right? I'd rather you look, man, honestly, I'd rather you send 10 dispute letters than try to do a credit sweep, because look at you guys, there's internal notifications, there's internal tags. You don't think Experian has a way to track the people that are saying fraud? What? I know I can track when people say D&D on my CRM. So you don't think Experian, billion-dollar company, don't have a way to track who the fuck saying fraud and doing false police reports? You don't think there's a database of this? What are we doing? Right? And the people that don't know. That's cool, right? But most of y'all do know. So shame on you. Okay? And the scammers out there still doing credit sweeps. You should be ashamed of yourself. All right. All they're doing, look at you guys. Here's some red flags. Oh, let me answer some questions first. Let me answer some questions, and then we'll do some red flags, man. Because y'all about to piss me off. Not y'all, but y'all scammers gonna piss me off. What rent report names? Rent reporters and rental karma. Rent reporters and rental karma. Let's take it from the top. Kovo, Kickoff, Extra Card, Credit Strong, Rent Reporters, Rental Karma. Okay. Once those hit, then you can go get your little Capital One Platinum, Capital One Quicksilver, maybe pre-approved for a Capital One Saver or Discover It. Look, you guys, when you're doing a Discover It and the Capital One Saver, the link is in my bio for that. Starter accounts and credit builders. You can also watch the second pinned video on my page. It breaks everything what I just told you. It's free. Go rent it up. But that Capital One Saver and Discover It, make sure you get pre-approved first, right? If you get those easy accounts and they hit, you should get pre-approved. Easy work. If you don't get pre-approved, go down one. So if you don't get pre-approved for the Saver, right? Apply for the Quicksilver. If you don't get pre-approved for the Quicksilver, apply for the Platinum. The Capital One Platinum upgrades to the Quicksilver eventually, right? So you're just taking one step back to go 10 steps forward. It's cool. All right, it's all right. Sometimes it go fast too. There's people on live who's applied for the Platinum and then got a Quicksilver in 6 months. Okay, easy work. Easy work. Let's go. Secure card that upgrades. Ooh, hey, I'm cooking. Jalen said, Discover It Secured is a great example for anyone looking to offer its pre-approval as well. Facts. That upgrades too. That's good shit. Hey, see, Jalen being in the chat learning. Boy, y'all better stop playing with me. It's been over 45 days with no reply on debt validation letter I sent out. Any recommendations? Did you send that letter certified mail? All right. After I go over the red flags, we'll go over debt validation and why it doesn't really work. But after I answer the rest of the questions too. Discover Navy Fed. That's good shit. Thanks for the follows. I'll see y'all over here. Vin, you are amazing. I like that username. I need some one-on-one help. Shoot me a DM here. Shoot me a DM right here. Right? Ask your question in the DM. Text the word king or DM the word king. Or if you're ready to go, fill out the lead form. Okay. And I hit y'all up directly on the lead form. All right. And if you guys haven't noticed, I've been sending like voice notes, because you can send voice notes and videos now. All right. See, now I'm going all over the place, but you guys, I will never reach out to you talking about Bitcoin and Cash App. Somebody got scammed again. You guys, why would I reach out to you talk about some Cash Apps? Just use your brain. Use your brain. What the fuck? Hey, just stop. Be like, wait, I seen Lou on here for 4-5 years talking about helping people out for free and all kind of shit. Never have I once heard him say some Cash Apps. Only time we use Cash App is to send out our affiliate bonuses. That's it. Our affiliate referral bonuses. Okay. We can talk about that too in a little bit. That's the only time I use Cash App, to send people their money for sending people over to us. That's it. All right. Again, this for educational purposes only. That's for the live on TikTok. All right. Let me answer the rest of these questions. Then we'll do the red flags and then the validation. Let's go. Let's go. Did 6 months with you guys and nothing. That's cap. That's cap. Kaniala, comma. That's cap. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me your name. All right. I like to handle things behind the scenes, but if you coming at me like that, I mean, you know how I do. I got receipts. But shoot me your name and the DM so your name's not all on the chat and stuff, and I'll look at your report right now. That's cap. That's cap, bro. You ain't gonna do me like that on live. You ain't gonna do me like that. Hold on, what I said? Don't do me like that. What can I do to fix it? You can shoot me a DM, Kaniala. I have a Navy Fed that's hurting me tremendously. I ain't gonna lie. Navy Fed hella petty. Okay. But we handle them all day, every day. But look, it's all about accuracies. I'm inaccuracies. I'm not going, if the account's 100% accurate, which I know it's not, especially if it's closed or a charge off, we can find something wrong with it. We've got to find one thing wrong with it, and that's our foot in the door. Schedule that call. Let's go. And you guys, when you schedule a call, it'll either be I try to do them. Okay, Saturday. If y'all wasn't here, I did a 4-hour live Saturday. We did 9 consultations live. Okay. I try to do calls. If I'm not able to call because we have hundreds of clients that I actually have to deal with, okay, if I can't do the call, it'll be Delight. All right. It'll be Vincent. Okay. My Spanish folks, it'll be Andrea. Okay. And honestly, y'all don't think I'm capping. Y'all want Andrea or Vincent anyway. They the ones be giving the discounts and all kind of shit. Okay. I'll be on your ass. I'll be on your head. Hey, I always dish out tough love first, sprinkled with some love on top. Okay. Delight and Vincent is an account manager too. They're gonna be nice and stuff, get your discounts if they can, and all that good shit, right? That's who you want. Everybody want to talk to me, I'll be on people's head. Let's go. But yeah, those Navy Fed accounts, bro, we got to handle that ASAP. I just paid off my debt, 36. Ooh, what? $36 bands. Hey, Jay, what you do, dog? Hey. Hey, what you do, dog? Hood Pharmaceuticals? Hey, dog. Hey, we need the link. Hey. I'm weak. Hey, bro. Hold on, dog. $150 a month, nothing. What? Shoot me your information, Kaniala. I'll check. If it's true, you would have got a refund. That's what I'm like. And look, we have a refund policy after the 6-month program. If it is no deletions, that's never happened. So that's how I know it's capped. It's never ever happened. The 6 refunds we've given in the last 6 years. Okay, think about that, y'all. 6 refunds in the last 6 years that we've given. I did it on my own merit, right? Because all money ain't good money. Okay, all money ain't good money. Sometimes you got to get the shit back just to get the people away. What about the credit cards that charge an annual fee like Credit One? Look, there's a time and place for all these accounts. I got 2 Credit One cards. I got them back in 2020 when I was fixing my credit. Credit One was there for me though. I got, look at, and I'm honest about my shit. I got Milestone, First Access, 2 Credit Ones, Capital One Platinum. I got those cards because they was the only ones showing me love when I had a 400, 500. It is what it is. I didn't know what I know now. So what? Right? But I will tell you this. I'll tell you this right now. When my gas was on E, hey. When my gas was on E, hold on. Let me put the reverb on this. Hold on. When my gas was on E. Hey, Credit One was there for your kid. $100 in the tank. You heard? So we do what we got to do until we can get better cards and upgrade and do all that good stuff. So I will never hate on those low tier because people be hating on them, right? They didn't come from from where a lot of us did. So we didn't have the education, the credit, financial education, and all that good stuff in my prior years, right? A lot of us didn't. So if you messed up and got a credit one, that's cool. It is what it is, right? Credit one, you can upgrade too. Okay. So I still have them now too. Those are the ones with the age. So I can't cancel them now. All right. So let's go. Hold on. What about credit one of them? I had Discover for 6 months sitting at 12% utilization, 760 score. What's a good second card? Shit, bro. You can go. You can stay in the Discover ecosystem. You can jump to the bank that you're with, right? If you're with a credit union or Chase or something, you probably, get something with them. The sky's the limit though, bro. You're good, right? You showed your 6 months of payment history, low utilization. You should be all right. But I will say, get your utilization down to like 5%, right? Let that hit. Your score is probably going to increase a couple points. Then ask for a credit limit increase, right? Credit limit increase. Okay, so let's say you got $1,000 limit right now. You had it for 6 months. All right. You ask, let's say you say, I want a $8,000 increase, right? You want to increase it from 1,000 to 9,000. Let's say they fall at 5. So boom, that's cool. Now you got a $5,000 card. Now when you apply for another card, they go by comparable credit. So instead of your next card being 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000, your next card gonna be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 now. Boom, free game. Let's go. How to boost credit score. What's wrong with your report? Depends. I DM'd you. Let's go. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM. And y'all should know I don't run from my problems, man. Okay? I don't run from the problems. All right? Anytime, look at, that's one of the things of having, a positive mindset and being able to take constructive criticism. You got to be able to take positive criticism as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and be able to pivot. All right? When we were using Identity IQ, okay, people kept saying, hey, you're telling me my score is a 750, but when I go apply for a car, my score is a 680. What's going on? Even though we explained to them that it's a Vantage score and all that stuff, right? That wasn't good enough. So we said, all right, fuck that. We're going to scrap Identity IQ. We need something that shows your FICO scores, because that's, even though your profile generates your FICO scores, your profile generates all your scores, right? But if 2 people complain, okay, let's see what's up. 5, you should start thinking about it. 10, it's time to change something, right? So that's what we did. We pivoted. Okay. Earlier this year, or late last year, earlier this year. If people in the industry know this, when the credit reporting agencies started delaying responses and not doing what they're supposed to do, I was like, look, man, this repair is taking too long. Okay. It went from 4 or 5 months to 6, 7 months, 8 months now, because they're taking too long. So I was like, look, we got to start holding them accountable. So that's why we switched our whole process in 3 months, right? Now we sue, right? If we send a couple of dispute letters asking them to investigate or asking them to verify their method of verification on why they said, these accounts were verified, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff. Depending on their responses, those are the violations that we use to sue them. Okay, so you got to get with the times. And people be talking about AI. Look, bro, you can go back on my TikTok. I've been using AI since 2021. I was the first one in the industry with a if you go on keycreditservices.com, you can see it. It's the interactive AI chatbot. It's my face, right? You can talk to it. I had that since 2022. All right. So yes, AI is good and stuff like that. We've been using it. But honestly, most business owners, you still need to master just straight up automations first, right? Get you a CRM first. Okay. Master automations first. And then you can go into AI. And if you guys are in the school community, That's still open right now. Hit the link in the bio. It says join school. I did 31 days of AI in August. That's free for in the group. 31 days of AI. Each day is tackling the topic of AI, starting from beginning all the way down to advanced. That was free. I just did it. Okay, because I know people were going to use it or people are going to need it. All right, let's go. Anonymous had that, but I waited over a year, then got Chase Freedom Flex for a second one. Okay. Yeah, Chase is cool, man. Chase is cool. I'm actually going to go back to Chase. I kind of threw a little temper tantrum because man, these banks, bro, depending on where you at, what part of the state you're in, what state you're in, what part of the US you're in, what branch, they be treating people differently. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Right? I didn't like the way they was talking to me, so I left. I took my money out and left. Same with Wells Fargo. Okay, I didn't like the way, bro. I got a cashier's check from a solar company in 2023. That was my first deal. It was $20K. All right. I tried to deposit it. They said it was fraud and flagged my business account. They said credit repair companies, don't usually be depositing stuff like this. Give me my money back, bro. Give me my shit. I'm out. Dip. That's when I started rocking with San Diego Credit Union, North Island Credit Union, DCU, Apple Credit Union. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. If you feel disrespected, get the hell out of there. I didn't like that. He said, I'm here for you. I'm going to need one of them calls discount. All right, look, for the discounts, I'm going to tell y'all right now. It's the 30th. All right. I said I was going to stop doing this, but it's still September. If you book your call, all right, you got your call booked by tomorrow, okay? And you do the one-time payment, right, on the gold, platinum, military, or back to bankable, okay? You do a one-time payment, just let me, Delight, or Vincent know, whoever you're speaking to on the phone during your consultation, let them know that you want to do the one-time payment. We'll create you a one-time 24-hour $100 discount code. All right, that you can apply to any of the accounts, y'all. Let's go. Twin, you skipping my question. I'm not seeing it, bro. I'm not seeing it. I answered wait, let me see. I answered this one already, bro. This is the last one you asked. That last thing you asked me. I answered that one. Okay. I have a 745, no late payments, increased score, add card. So yeah, it's always a good idea to add some easy accounts, right? But I would have to see your profile. Like if you got a credit card already, I would say pay the balances down, ask for a credit limit increase before you apply for a new card, because you guys, this is just a good thing to do. This is a good blanket general thing to do when it comes to credit, right? Credit cards. Pay your balances down, let it report that low utilization, that low balance, then ask for a credit limit increase before you apply for another card. All right. We want to do that because they go by comparable credit. This is on a personal side and business side. All right. So that's just a good thing to do. The gas trick. I'm weak. Can you discuss the best rental history company? Number one's probably Rental Karma because they backdate so far. I heard somebody say, they didn't show me. So it's hard to believe. They said they shit got backdated 17 years. I've seen 10, 8, 12, 17 is excessive. Look, y'all, if you can get 17 years of age from a Rental Karma account, I don't care what it costs. I don't care what it costs. You know how much a primary rental account of 17 years would cost if you were to outsource it to try to get it from somebody else? Y'all, that's shit. That's 4-5. That's 4-5 bands. So if it costs 100, pay that shit. 500, pay that shit. Because 17 years of age, okay, on a primary account, that's worth, bro. That's genuinely hard to get. That's difficult. That's hard to get. Okay. And if y'all need AUs, okay, hit the link in my bio. It says authorized users. Y'all can check those out. Much love. Got you, bro. I've had to discover it's secure for like 3 years. Recently got an increase for 3,300. The secured, bro, request a upgrade. Yeah, request an upgrade. They should upgrade you. Masina, what's up? Shoot me a DM. Yeah, shoot me a DM. Shay, what's up? I recently got a secure card. First payment paid on time, but over 30% utilization. Is that bad? No, it's not bad. This is your first go around with a credit card, right? This is the time you want to make these little, it's not even a mistake, but it's make these little adjustments, right? Now you know next month you got to pay that shit down to single digits. Okay. You paid the down to 30, over 30. Well, only reason you have that 30% in your head because that's what they tell us. They've been brainwashing us for years, right? Every fucking commercial, every little thing you see, 30% utilization, 30% utilization. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. All right, think about it. Oh shit, hold on. That call at 10. Hold on. I'm gonna say be ready. I'll be ready in 15 minutes. That's okay. I'm gonna see right now. I'm gonna try to get some more time real quick because we on the run right now. That first secure card, that first credit card, this is where you want to find out your payment date, your statement date, how the utilization actually affects you and all that good stuff, because after that, you're off to the races. Okay, so now, yeah, pay that, get that utilization down to single digits. All right, and the thing is, what's it called? It's not about, you can use your cards, right? This used to confuse me too. When they said 30%, 20%, 10%, I was like, wait, so I can only use 10% of my card? Like, no, that's not what they mean. What they mean is, all right, by the time that statement date comes, right? Your statement date's when your balance reports to the credit reporting agencies, right? Your payment date, that's when you make your payment, your minimum payment, or whatever payment that you set up, right? So I used to think that you could only use 30% of your card, 20% of your card, 5% of your card. No, you can use whatever you want. You should be using your credit cards anyway, instead of your debit cards. Okay. But that statement date is important because you want to pay that balance down before the statement date. So now the credit reporting agencies won't ever know that you were even maxing the card out or using a large balance. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to make that quick little shift. That's all. And if you guys watch that second pin video on my TikTok page, and check out the starter accounts and credit builders, it explains it in there too, right? The first page has the accounts. The second page has the steps and tips and tricks, and that's free. Eve, what's up? Have you received any stall letters after you asked method of verification? Yeah, we used to, but now if they send you a stall tactic after you ask them how they verified the account, who they talked to, their procedures and all that, they send you another stall tactic, we suing. Point blank, period. And if you don't, if you guys aren't ready to sue, you don't want to do it, you don't want to learn, we'll do it for you, right? If you already put the work in, okay, you can reach out to us. We'll analyze everything, check out everything. And if we got a case, right, we'll send it to the attorney. It takes about a week for him to review it. He'll say yes or no. If he says yes, boom, we good. We'll split the winnings 50-50. Okay, because you did all the work. If he says no, we have to send another one, certified mail, then enforce that violation, then we can get it going. All right. So if y'all want to do that, you definitely need to join the school community first. Okay. Join that school community first. If you're in the school community, we'll do 50-50. But if you're not in that school community, we're gonna have to do something else. Hey, you gotta do something else. All right, because yeah, ain't got no skin in the game. You ain't got no skin in the game. Chase almost had to call the police on me. Stop, bro. Chill, Carl. I'm weak. Hey, y'all funny as hell. Carl, chill. Don't hurt him, bro. Do 16-year-olds turning 17 need to know about credit? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, sir. So you can be ready to attack. Actually, you can attack right now. First of all, you can say, hey, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, whoever your guardian is, or whoever, you think know a little something about money. For me, my parents, they knew what they was doing too. But the credit side, I didn't start learning that till later. But my homies' parents, right? They rich. So they know a little something, something. So I would ask them, hey, what's this? What's that? Oh, can you add me to that card? You know what I'm saying? As authorized user, that kind of shit, right? So use your resources, right? I'm one too. You can always reach out to me. I always help my young homies out. But yeah, you want to get added to an authorized user now. So then when you turn 18, you already got a little bit of age. So now you can skip extra card and kickoff, right? You can go straight to an actual credit card, right? And get your shit going. Okay. Sorry for the late response, man. Statement date is the date your credit card reports are facts. Yes, sir. We cooking, man. I made it to the bottom. Let's go. Ooh, I usually don't make it to the bottom of the questions, man. Let's go. Shit. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM. Let me check the DMs, y'all. You need a free console with the team? Shoot me a DM. Again, this is for educational purposes only. That's for the TikTok live algorithm. And when you schedule your call, just follow the steps, y'all. When I send you a DM, just follow the steps. If it says text one word to this number, that's all you do. We can chit chat and talk about the price of tea in China after you done your consultation, after you got signed up. We can do another call, talking shit, shoot the shit. But I'm all business in the beginning because people be wasting time. All right. People be wasting time. Okay. So handle business first. Then we can, talk a little bit. All right. And for the people that, damn, they blowing me up. Shit. For the people that needed the business steps, the people that need the business steps, I'm putting that in the school community too. Okay, I'm putting that in the school community too. For the people that was asking for the step-by-step, what order they should go in, how they should research the name, what name they should choose, what names to stay away from, what industries to stay away from, that type of stuff. I'm putting that all in the group too. All right, hit the link in my bio, click join community, and you guys can have all that stuff for free. All right, let's go. Do you do repair? Yeah, my company does. Yes, sir, Bryce. Shoot me a DM, schedule a call, or hit the lead form in my bio, schedule a call that way. Monique, what's up? How old do you have to be an authorized user? You try to get me. Hey, you tried to get me. That damn tongue twister in the motherfucker. Stop playing with me. You can be. You don't need to be an authorized user. I would say you can 13, right? 13, 14, you can start. But here's the thing, right? If you're a parent adding your kid, or if you're a grandparent adding your kid, your aunt adding your kid, adding your nephew or whatever, or niece, adding them super, super early, okay? I've seen it backfire because, all right, let's say you add them when they're 14. That means that you have to be on the straight and narrow for the next 4 years at least, right? Because if you get a late payment or something, now that card is trash, right? You got to take them off that card. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware of that. But I've seen people add their kids early, right? I've seen it add early. I've seen people. So I got it's a group called Gen Z Essentials. I'm about to open that back up for my young folks. Some of them, their parents added them when they were like 10. They talking about, hey, Unc, I got 8 years of age in the Amex. I said, well, you do, but call me Unc again, and we're gonna have to squabble. Hey, I'm weak. Hey, call me. Hey, the Amex cool. Call me that again. We got to squabble. I'm big bro. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'm still big bro, man. I got unks. Hey, no. Hey, so that Gen Z Essentials, it's like depends on how many people are in it. We do different cohorts. So this last one was only a month. It was only 4 weeks. And in the group, all we do is, we talk about credit, we talk about the basics and stuff, why it's important. It's pretty much like a little month curriculum. It's really easy to do. It's really easy. We make it fun and shit. We've been there, talking jokes and all kind of stuff. But yeah, one kid was 18 and the other kid was 21, and they was about to fight because he's called the 21-year-old Unc. Hey, I said, hey y'all, how y'all arguing on the Zoom? I ain't Unc, you Unc. I said, bruh, chill. What y'all doing, bro? Y'all both babies. Hey, 25 and under is babies. All right. 25 to 30 can be a YN. Hey, 25 and younger is a baby, a kid. All right. No assets, no education. Talking about you want American Express. You can't even spell American Express. What the fuck you gonna do with him? Unc, I want a Hellcat and an Amex. Bro, chill. We're gonna start with a Toyota Corolla, okay? And a Discover It. All right, we need to work your way up. You want a Hellcat. Credit so bad you can't even adopt a cat from the fucking pound. Stop from the Hellcat. Bro, can't even spell Hellcat. Stop. Some of these banks and lenders don't respect AU accounts if you're young. Facts. So that's why, let's say you get added when you're 16, right? Then you turn 18, you get your own accounts, right? But you still got that AU on there for the age. You know what I mean? So that's one thing about AUs too that I kind of forgot to bring up. When we're dealing with authorized users, okay, we want them to enhance our score, enhance our profile, not build it. It's a difference, right? So that's the difference between when I say you can manufacture a score pretty easily. That's what I mean. I've seen reports with 5 authorized users and 1 secure card. And they're like, hey, I got a 780, but I'm getting denied for everything. I look at their profile. I'm like, bro, because you only got one of your own accounts, right? That counts. That matters, right? Lenders can see that. It says authorized user on the damn account, right? So that just letting them know, hey, this guy's trying to build his credit up, okay, but he's still piggybacking off other people's success. So he needs to add his own accounts first. So all we did is he added 3 or 4 open accounts, let it, and not 6 months, 60 days later, he went back and got approved for the stuff. Easy work. Easy work. Okay. And a lot of people, hold on. Thank you for not taking my money. What do you mean? Hold on, bro. What are you talking about? Hold on. Who is this? Oh, YouTube. Thank you for not taking my money. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because you didn't need us. You didn't need us. Okay, yeah, okay. I get what's going on now. I get what's going on. So he scheduled a call. All right, he scheduled a call, and we went over his report, and he just had he had like 58% utilization, right? And he had like only 2 or 3 open accounts. So all Delight told him was add a couple easy accounts, right? She sent them to him, pay your balances down, right? And then he was good to go. Okay. Look, at everybody doesn't qualify for credit repair. We're not going to take your money if we can't help you. If you ain't got no collections, charge-offs, late payments, you know what I'm saying? Repos, evictions, bankruptcies, we can't help you, right? If you have a thin credit profile, we'll just send you the links you can apply for to build your profile up. Send you some authorized users you can get if you want those, right? We're not going to take your money if we can't help you. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. Some of these banks, hold on. Is it normal for TransUnion and Equifax score to be drastically different? Yeah, all the time. Because think about it, right? If you got 8 accounts on Experian, 3 on TransUnion, and 5 on Equifax, different amount of accounts reporting, of course the score is going to be different. That's usually why they're different. All right, so that's why it's important for us to have a mix, right? A bunch of accounts, right? 6, 7, 8 open accounts. Okay, that's not your real score. These are client results. Number 1. Number 2. What do you mean they're not our real scores? AI, explain yourself before I have to get out of here. All right, explain yourself. What do you mean by that? I know what you're trying to say, but you're saying it wrong. This how we have to educate. This how we have to educate our folks, man. You tell them why it's wrong. All right, and then you explain the correct answer so they can completely understand it. Okay. So what he's trying to say is, All right. I know he's not going to answer. So this is what he's trying to say. He's trying to say Credit Karma aren't your real scores because they're Vantage scores, which is incorrect. All right. Vantage scores are credit scores. Okay. They're just not used by lenders. They used to be used a lot more. That Vantage 4.0, okay, that might start being used. Actually, it kind of is already. It's going to start being used by mortgage lenders. Okay. So Vantage scores are real credit scores. They're just not the ones that most lenders use. Okay. So if you want your FICO scores, go get your FICO scores. All right. You get Experian, pay the money to get all three, or you can hit the link in my bio. It says get your FICO scores for $1. People like that because you can get a 7-day trial for $1. Check it out, see your scores. Some people cancel, most people keep it. Okay. You should keep it. All right. Because you're going to need your, if you're going to get a house, you need your FICO 2, 4, and 5 score. Right. You know how many times people have, taken their FICO 8 score. Let's say you get a free Experian report, right? Account. They give you a FICO 8 score. You take your FICO 8 score to a lender, okay, and they're using a mortgage score, a FICO 2, 4, 5, and you like, wait, what's that? It's a different type of. It's a different scoring model, right? So we have Vantage scores 3.0, 4.0. We got FICO scores 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 10T, FICO auto scores, bank card scores, right? So you need all those scores. Okay, we need all those. All right, so hit the link in my bio, click get your FICO score for $1. Check it out, right? That's what my clients use anyway. So if you want to schedule a call with us too, and you want to be proactive, right? You can hit the link in the bio. It says get your FICO score for $1. All right, y'all. I'm gonna take this call, man. This live has been great. I'll be back later today, 3 p.m. Pacific time. If you enjoyed the live, make sure you follow me on all platforms, especially YouTube. I'm gonna start going crazy on YouTube. If you want the hands-on training, hit the link in the bio, click join community. It's only 17 for the first 100 members. All right. I need help with my credit. Shoot me a DM. Y'all know what to do. Shoot me a DM if y'all need help. All right. Or hit the lead form in my bio. Okay. The little phone emblem in my bio too. Okay. You can click that and just text the word king to that too. There's 1,000 ways to sign up, y'all. But all right, man. I'm out. I gotta get to work. I'll be back tonight or this afternoon, 3 p.m. Pacific time. All right, 3 p.m. Pacific time. All right, peace. Put on my theme music. Credit only, no cash, no